Coming up next on this edition of In the City, I was a part of two major announcements the city recently had for residents. Also, Murfreesboro City Schools officially welcomes and honors its newly tenured teachers. Plus, a group exercise class at Patterson gives testimony on their exercise journey. And we learn the significance of the Bradley Academy Museum and Cultural Center. We'll tell you all about those stories and more coming up right now on this edition of In the City. Welcome to another edition of In the City, your source for what's happening right here in the city of Murfreesboro. I'm Michael Linn White. The city recently had two major announcements that we were a part of live on Facebook. Good morning, Murfreesboro. I'm Michael Linn White, and I'm here with Valerie Smith with the Water Resources Department, and we're here on opening day of their new office. So, Valerie, why don't you tell everybody where we are, and we'll go from there.
We're at 316 Robert Rose, next to Gateway Boulevard, and behind the Walmart and Home Depot. And so we have two entrances, one off of Robert Rose and one off of Gateway Boulevard.
I know you can see the drive-through that's right out there by the road, so that's really convenient.
Yes, the drive-through, you can enter, as I said, off of Robert Rose and Gateway Boulevard. And if you need to come inside the building to sign up for service or pay your bill in person, you can do that as well. And this will be one-stop shop. Our finance, customer service, engineering, stormwater, and GIS departments are all here at this building.
This is the place where the public will come to do their services.
The public will come in, obviously, the front doors and check in over here at customer service, Melinda at the front desk, and the cashier booth. And then if you need engineering, finance, or stormwater, you would take the elevator and go up to the second floor.
Good afternoon, Murfreesboro. I'm Michael Linn White with CityTV, and I am here with Joe Elevin with the City of Murfreesboro, and we're very excited because we are standing right next to Highway 99, New Salem Highway, which all the lanes are finally open today. I know everyone is going to be very excited for this news.
Yep, that's right. So we just got word from TDOT earlier this morning that all 5 lanes are going to be open to traffic today. So instead of the 2 or 3 lanes that people are used to, all 5 lanes are going to be open today. So we're super excited about that.
We want to thank people for their patience because this has taken a while. This is a TDOT project, and those things just take a long time. But
there was a lot of utilities that you had to relocate in this project, and sometimes that takes some years to do. But we appreciate everybody's patience through this process. We're just excited for the public to be able to use these new lanes, and excited to see what kind of benefits traffic's going to have in this area.
Over 50 city schools teachers received tenure status. These educators were honored at a recent school board meeting and reception. Murfreesboro City Schools officially welcomes and honors its newly tenured teachers during a recent school board meeting and reception. The event at City Hall recognizes educators who have demonstrated exceptional dedication and commitment to the students of Murfreesboro.
We are so excited to be here tonight. We are recognizing 53 educators here in Murfreesboro City Schools who have obtained tenure, and tonight's the night that the board is officially approving their tenure status here in the district. And so we wanted to make it a special night, so we're going to invite them and their families out to celebrate this really great occasion. Being tenured is a big deal, and City Schools is grateful to have so many educators bringing their talents to our district. The tenure is really about a recognition of what the teachers have done for our school system. To be eligible for tenure, you have to have worked in our system for at least 5 years. And for the last 2 consecutive years, your evaluation scores have to have been at the above or significantly above expectations. These teachers are praised for their great work, emphasizing the important role they play in shaping the students. Really, when we're recognizing tenure, we're saying we see you and the good work you're doing. We see the value you bring to our school district. And so we want to award you with this tenure status. Several teachers came to City Schools from other districts, telling us they came here for the family atmosphere and leadership.
The reason why I came is because of Trey Duke. Trey Duke was phenomenal. I'd heard that he was an excellent leader, and he has high expectations, but he'll help you get there. And to me, I knew some friends that worked under him, and they're like, hands down, probably the best boss.
I love Hopgood because of my admin. Principal Bell, Quinina Bell, and Assistant Principal Liz Ruby. It's a family. It's like we all connected together, and they're fair, and we just like a family. I just love being around there because we all, stick up for each other, and, we work hard. We do what we're supposed to do, and our principals trust us in the classroom.
As MCS continues to grow, its commitment to fostering a supportive and family-like environment for its teachers remains constant. With the dedication of these educators, the future of Murfreesboro City Schools looks brighter than ever. Getting into a fitness routine is a popular goal at the start of the year. One group class at Patterson Park shares their journey to help motivate others.
2025 is here, and New Year resolutions have started. One of the most popular is to lose weight and get healthier. In the era of just take a pill, we went to an exercise class at Patterson Park Community Center that is doing it old school, with exercise and sweat.
I've always kind of been active, but I've never taken an exercise class before. I started when I was 61, 2 years ago. Started at the gym, got bored in about 2 weeks. I stuck my head in the Forever Fit class, went in the back row, just kind of experienced it. After about 6 months, I started feeling pretty good about myself, gradually got better and more confident, and went to the front row.
Well, I do enjoy it for sure, and I'm able to come with my wife, so that's something we can do together. And I just love the classes. Trying to do it at home gets a little difficult with the discipline sometimes. If you got a class to get to, that helps both of us.
I've always enjoyed the class vibe. It gives me motivation. I have met so many good friends, made so many new friends here, and we always laugh how it's kind of like our social hour too, before class, even during a little bit. I love it, I really do. So Roger's the best too. I've been active in just the normal ways that most people are, but I have never, up until this year, joined an organized activity or joined a gym or a complex like this. And I have found myself so enthusiastic about it. The teachers here, the instructors are fantastic. They make it easy for everyone. I feel stronger than I ever have, and I just feel great. I feel energetic, like I have a lot of energy.
I tell everybody the motto I have in my class is no one's watching you but me. I said, and I'm trying to correct your form. I may just say, straighten your back, keep your back flat, pull your shoulders back. Just come on in, have a good time with it. You'll see everyone having a good time with the workout. It could be a slow process, but once you reach the end of it, it's great results for you.
I went to the doctor 2 years ago, and she wanted to put me on that shot, and I didn't want to do it. So it's been very slow, but I have lost a lot of weight, and I feel like I've gotten really stronger. Yeah, and I just think that's important to get strong.
If you're looking for a place to help accomplish your health goals, SportsCom and Patterson Community Center have many different options for your health needs. Go to murfreesboroparks.com to get information on all the wellness and fitness classes.
SportsCom and Patterson Park have many wellness and fitness class choices for any health need. Check out murfreesboroparks.com for a class schedule. In honor of Black History Month, we wanted to share the rich history of Murfreesboro's Bradley Academy Museum and Cultural Center. Bradley Academy Museum is open for tours Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Adults $5, seniors and students $3, and children 12 and under $1. Sunday through Thursday is available for rentals. Please call 615-962-8773 or visit murfreesboroparks.com. The Murfreesboro Fire Rescue Department proudly announces that it is now fully staffed, enhancing its ability to deliver quality and efficient fire and rescue services to the growing Murfreesboro community.
Like many cities in the country, Murfreesboro has had challenges keeping their fire rescue department fully staffed. They've been in a rinse-repeat cycle. Hire employees, train them, and they leave for higher-paying positions.
It's been an extreme task to keep our staffing up and keep people in these positions. We'd hire a recruit class, get them out, and then in the meantime we're losing people, so we're ready to just do it again the next time. We were due at 1 year. We had 3 recruit classes actually, just to try to fill the voids. You know, usually we typically have 2.
Assistant Chief Miller's job is to oversee employees' training, new recruits, and existing employees.
The training division's job is to make sure we get all of our required training. There's required training for the city, required training for our educational incentive program. ISO requires a certain number of hours of training, and it's our division's job to make sure all that's completed and the appropriate training's done.
Unfortunately, most of the training time has been spent training new recruits and trying to keep the department fully staffed. By working with the City Council and City Administration, the Fire Rescue Department is now fully staffed.
Thank goodness for them, because they have been so supportive of us, especially in this last year, giving us these additional raises. It's really impacted our staffing and keeping people here, because we can rehire someone to fill a spot, but there's years of training you've lost. We lose that and have to start over every time we lose somebody. We always take care of the emergencies that we respond to, but it makes it easier when you're fully staffed. You have more people on the scene of a house fire or a hazardous materials release or a medical call. It takes a lot of people, and you get a better product when we are fully staffed. Actually, we're not going to have to do a spring recruit class, which is the first time in many years we have not had to do that, so we'll be able to catch up and work on our existing shift and focus on them more. If you're interested, it is like kind of an instant career, because you don't need a college degree. We will train you, and of course you can go pursue a degree in the meantime. We take them right out of high school. You have to be 18. College isn't for everybody. You can put 30 years in, retire.
If you would like to start a career with the City of Murfreesboro, go to murfreesborotn.gov. Click on Jobs at the top. There's a wide variety of jobs, including full-time, part-time, and seasonal. There are great benefits for full-time employees, and it's easy to apply.
The Murfreesboro Fire Rescue Department welcomes one of its newest recruits, joining his father, who has been with MFRD for 17 years.
Colton Slager couldn't see himself doing any other job.
It's what I was meant to do. I've always known it, I've always thought it, and I finally know that I'm where I need to be.
The 18-year-old is fresh out of high school.
My graduation and a PAT to get on here actually lined up perfectly.
And now, fresh out of the Fire Academy. He's one of the newest graduates of the Murfreesboro Fire Rescue Department Recruit Class 2402.
I've always wanted to be a firefighter. I grew up around it. My dad was a firefighter for most of my life, and he always brought me to the stations when I was little, and I always hung out with the crews, and I did ride-alongs, and I've always just looked up to firefighters.
It's got big shoes to fill. Bragging on myself a little when I say that.
Following in his father's footsteps, MFRD Battalion Chief Wesley Slager.
A little shocked because he hadn't mentioned it very much, but it's a proud moment, I wanted to basically follow in my footsteps. It made me proud.
The elder Slager has been with MFRD for 17 years and a volunteer firefighter in DeKalb County before that. He got an opportunity to pin the younger Slager at his graduation.
I found out this is what he wanted to do just basically right after high school. So we kind of started preparing him, working out, getting ready to take the ability test. and everything. And then it just went full force right into preparing, and was fortunate enough to go through the process and get hired.
Mom, on the other hand, had mixed emotions, according to Colton.
She didn't say it, but she was probably really worried about me because it is dangerous. But in the same sense, she was happy that I knew where I wanted to be and that I was going to carry on a family tradition and make it a family tradition, and she was really happy for me.
The story gets better. Colton is assigned to Station 8, working under the same captain as his father once did, Captain Hunter Fight, who also worked with his dad.
Colton's in a little bit of a unique situation because obviously he's on the same shift as me. He's in a different battalion, so he doesn't report to me or any of my captains. However, the captain he does report to, his dad also retired from the fire department here. So it's kind of neat, that legacy of him getting to work for a captain that was in the same position that he's in right now. I haven't been over here at all because I've been wanting him to learn the ropes and make his way on his own, without dad hanging around or casting a shadow around him.
It's a family affair that the father-son duo is more than proud to share as they carry on the family legacy.
It's a dream. I mean, I've always looked up to him. He's always been my #1 role model. I've always wanted to be like him, and I've always wanted to share this career with him, and I can't explain how happy it makes me to be able to work with him. I've always wanted to make him proud and make myself proud and be able to carry on a family legacy so that someday hopefully my own kids can carry on the legacy alongside.
Murfreesboro City Schools and MTSU Athletics come together to offer City School students a free ticket to a women's basketball game.
City School students took over Murphy Center on the campus of MTSU to celebrate Education Day. The students got treated to a MTSU Lady Raiders basketball game, and man, were they excited.
Yeah, it's a great day for us here in the City Schools. We're bringing all of our 4th through 6th graders here to the campus of MTSU to watch the Lady Raiders play. It's a great day for our students to have the experience to walk onto a college campus that's in their hometown. For many of our students, it's the first time to actually come on campus and have a great experience.
Murfreesboro City Schools is all about community partners, and MTSU is one of their strongest partners they have.
We do a lot of things with MTSU. They're one of our strongest community partners, whether it's from the fact that the majority of our new hires come from the College of Education, to the work we do with the sports clinics and days like today. Again, just giving our students this understanding of what MTSU offers to our community and how we all benefit from their presence.
Hats off to the Murfreesboro City School staff for their organization of such a large-scale field trip. Things such as transportation, lunch, security, floor activities, just to name a few.
A lot of planning goes into make today happen, where you're moving this many thousands of kids onto one campus. Through our partnership with Murfreesboro Police Department, we know it's a safe place for our kids. Our staff, our central office is here. It really takes everyone to come together to create this really unique experience for our students. Our coordinated school health department works with MTSU, and during every timeout and during halftime, we have activities going on. Our students get to get on the court, have some fun, and today's really special because during halftime today, we'll be announcing our Principal of the Year. That's going to be really exciting.
This year's Principal of the Year is Dr. Caitlin Bullard of the Discovery School. Believe me, when this message got put on the Jumbotron, the place got loud. The kids were more than excited, and not once were they told they had to be quiet.
Yeah, today is all about being loud and screaming. So some of our teachers have earplugs on. Probably the loudest game that MTSU has all year, but definitely the most fun. And I love it because every year it never fails. As we're loading those buses, I always hear kids say, I'm going to go to MTSU when I go to college. Great day.
Rutherford County Project WET works hand in hand with the Murfreesboro Stormwater Department to educate children.
Rutherford County Project WET, which stands for Water Education Today, is a program to help teachers educate students on water pollution and improving water quality. This program works hand in hand with the Murfreesboro Stormwater Department, which helps to improve stormwater flowing into local streams.
Well, Project WET It's really neat because it's a collaboration between Laverne, Smyrna, Murfreesboro City, and Rutherford County Stormwater Departments. And they use a Project WET curriculum to learn more about water, how to be more responsible water users, how to keep our waterways clean, and we do that with hands-on activities. I think one of the big things is to get them back into nature and to get them to reconnect with nature and to see all that it has to offer. It's a beautiful space for creativity. It's a beautiful space to reconnect that we are part of nature.
Bennett took over the Project WET program from Bonnie Irvin, who retired. She talks about how she was mentored by her and how she left the program in a better place.
So I'm still very new, but I was able to go into the schools with Miss Bonnie, who was great to be able to work with before she retired. So kids, I find, especially with the hands-on activities, that's why it's great that we can work with teachers and let them know that we do meet those curriculum standards. So if they need an activity to come in and talk about the water cycle or flooding or different things like that, that we can provide that and have it be interactive and fun.
Bennett talks about one of the biggest programs she organizes, Stones River Waterfest, held at Old Fort Park, that's open for elementary students.
It's very popular. Miss Bonnie did a great job creating something for teachers to bring their 3rd and 4th graders to. She has made a lot of connections with partners. So we have partners not only in Rutherford County, but the whole state, and they come in and they provide hands-on activities.
Unfortunately, in 2024, it was canceled for rain, but the partners stepped up to go into schools and work with the kids.
We had some really great partners that I was able to reach out to and say, hey, if this is canceled, can you go into the schools that were participating? So we had facilitators. We didn't have 40 facilitators, but each school that was participating got one facilitator to go into the schools on that day. It's really great to work with such great partners who can adapt, and they're like, yes, we can help do this to help educate the kids.
One of the simplest things homeowners can do to improve water quality, if they live near a river, lake, or stream, is have a riparian zone. This is a vegetation buffer that is planted on the bank that separates the water and land.
Yeah, just even for homeowners, it's not even just asking the farmers to create that buffer, but it's homeowners. Like a 10-foot buffer, one, it keeps the soil intact, so you have less erosion, which is less silt getting into the water, or even keeping trash, helping keep that out of the waterways. But I have a creek behind my house, and so we're creating a buffer. And one day I just sat and I got to see flying insects that lived there, and it was just really amazing to watch the beauty that we're used to seeing, you know, where it's one grass, one color. You'll start to see all the magnificent things that are growing and the colors and the different textures and patterns.
If you have questions about the Project WET program, you can email Heather at hbennett@rutherfordcountytn.gov or call 615-898-7732.
The City of Murfreesboro Public Works crews work hard to prepare our roads for winter storms to keep residents safe. The Murfreesboro Street Department is hard at work preparing for possible winter storms, brining the roads to get ahead of severe weather.
We can actually brine and it still be, you know, if there's nothing happens, that's fine, but we've pre-treated, we got ahead of it, and then we're prepared. If something does come, then we're already ready to go.
Crews have been out and working for days to make sure our roadways are as safe as possible.
What we typically do is break up our crews into two shifts, and they run 12-hour shifts. And then say typically 7 a.m., 7 p.m., and we just keep rotating until the roads are clean and safe.
The street department is equipped with 12 vehicles with plows and salt spreaders so that when the snow comes, they're able to clear the major roads.
Once the weather comes in, these big dump trucks back here will have plows and they'll have spreaders in them, so they will start throwing the salt, plowing the roads whenever necessary.
The department is asking residents to please stay off the roads and give trucks plenty of space.
We just ask that everybody, when you see us on the roadway, please give us clearance, because yes, they are traveling and they will be going through. Sometimes they may have to go through a red light, but typically they will stop when they can. But our job is to clear the streets.
The city's Fleet Services Department is also on hand to keep the trucks running and safe.
They are always on hand working with us so that whenever we do have equipment to break down, which is going to happen because of the weather and the wear and tear, Fleet Services is right there with us working the same hours, and so they deserve a big shout out as well.
The street department gives credit to the hard work of staff that are working day and night.
Well, we have an excellent crew of men and women that absolutely do a fantastic job and love what they do, and it shows, I do believe, every day in their work, not just salting the roads, but maintaining the roadways, because after this will come the fun of filling potholes.
We're excited that we have partnered with PAWS of Rutherford County to bring you the Pet of the Month. Say hello to Shuri. This 1.5-year-old Labrador Retriever mix is an absolute sweetheart. She can be a little shy when first getting introduced to new people, but she's a kind and gentle pup that enjoys getting pets and giving kisses. She's very calm, well-behaved, and easily handled on a leash. If you're looking for a new family dog, Shuri is your girl. She's spayed, heartworm negative, and up to date on vaccines. For more information about Shuri or any other dogs and cats available for adoption, contact PAWS at 615-898-7740 or email them at paws@rutherfordcountytn.gov. The City of Murfreesboro is conducting a special census called Count Me In to ensure an accurate count of its residents. The official certified population for the city is 152,769 based on the federal census in 2020. Based on 7,500 new residential permits and net migration, the true population has easily increased by 20,000 since the 2020 census. Here's a message from Mayor Shane McFarland.
Can we count you in? The City of Murfreesboro is conducting a special census, and we need you. We want to get an accurate count of our residents compared to the last census. The more people that are counted, the more state shared revenue dollars Murfreesboro receives. Cities throughout Tennessee receive approximately $175 per resident. Those dollars shared with us will greatly benefit our community, build roads, maintain parks, improve public safety, and much more. Another big benefit is the more dollars we receive could also help keep our taxes low. You can complete the special census by going to murfreesborocensus.com and filling out your information online. All we need is your address and the first and last names of everyone living at your home. That's it. We will also be mailing census packets that can be filled out and returned. The information you provide will only be used for the census and nothing else. For those that don't respond, the Fire Rescue Department will go door to door to those homes asking for your help. Again, the information collected will only be used for the census. We need everyone to participate, so take part in our 2025 special census to make our community even better.
Well, that's it for this edition of In the City. As always, for more information about the City of Murfreesboro or any of the stories you've seen here, you can always visit our website at www.murfreesborotn.gov. And if you want to see any of the stories that you've seen today or catch up on some of the latest city news, you can always visit the City of Murfreesboro's YouTube channel. I'm Michael Linn White, and until next time, we look forward to seeing you in the city.